The weather will not be a factor today. We have absolutely beautiful conditions here. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. 1st and 10 from the 41. A give up the gut to Montgomery. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Running on second with Montgomery. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You gotta be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Here we go with Montgomery. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here. First down, and they go right back to him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On the give, this is Irving. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, that throw came pretty clean out of his hand. Just looked like it didn't get through the defense clean enough. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Irving hauls it in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Whether they meant to go to him or it was an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a first down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
Here we go. It's Mayfield. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Amik Robertson takes it away.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Montgomery now up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Working quickly here. 2nd and 11. Wright reels it in. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. They've got first down from the 31. Montgomery gets it from the gun. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll run again with Montgomery. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit. A toss play, Montgomery. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Goff setting to throw. He brings it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, will they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, maybe go...
And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 13-0 lead. It's a Jared Goff touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Irving on the inside give. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
On target to Godwin. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. First and 10, it's Mayfield. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throw in on 3rd and long. Caught by Godwin on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Irving here from the gun. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers trailing in the early going. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Baker now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Mayfield on 1st and 10. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Baker. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Mike Evans with the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Greg Reynolds to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That's St. Brown working the sideline, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down throw from Goff. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up. Throwing again, it's Goff. into the hands of Gibbs. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield finds his man. It's Godwin. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. 1st down, here's Baker. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers make it a one-score game before halftime. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Reynolds with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here comes the final play of our first half. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. One last play before the break. Looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the give to Irving. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Baker now off the play fake. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Meek Robertson takes it away. And the Lions get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's caught for the first. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll run here. It's Montgomery. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Offense in the hurry up here. Montgomery will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. Working quickly here. On 3rd and goal, Goff. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions push their lead further to start the half. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running left, this is Irving. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. To go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Sending a receiver left. Now Mayfield. That pass complete to Irving. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And the big hitter will not be reeled in. That's incomplete, and that would have made for an impressive catch on our final play of the 3rd quarter. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Baker throwing again. Hauled in by Godwin. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Mayfield to throw again. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers now within one score in the fourth. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Big moment coming up here for the Buccaneers. They're going for two.
The Bucs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Hey, alert 33.
He's throwing for it. And he'll get into the end zone to make this a one-score game in the fourth quarter.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for two.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Reynolds with a return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for first down. He gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Offense up to the line fast. It's Montgomery on third. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Lengthy fourth down try here. They need 6. Looking to throw. He connects downfield on 4. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That's a pickup of 9. And that gives the Lions the first. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Lions leading by 6. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Running this with Montgomery. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time, 1:55 to go.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. The Buccaneers add another DB. Third down coming up. He's back to throw. Cut near the goal line. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Back to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 27.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Here he is to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he goes out a little short of the 40. It's a 31-yard play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Brings up second and 5.
One final shot here. Has it at the 7. And he ties it. He ties it, Brock. No time left, and they reach the end zone. They can win it now here with an extra point. I still can't believe they actually did it, Brock. One final play, and they get the tying touchdown. And now they can win it right here.
Y'all want to joke about the NFL being scripted? Ah, fine. Fine, go ahead. Because it's hard to beat this kind of script. Such an incredible finish to this game. And all they need now, like you said, is that point after touchdown.
And the kick is up, and it's good. The win on the line, and he knocks it through. Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers win it here in Tampa. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Or both?
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.